Okay. Hi, all. I hope you can hear me clearly because I have the windows open again as always. But I wanted to do a follow-up from last night just to show you how they look dried. I showed you how you are actually able to mix paint into your E6000. And I wanted to show how that coverage is. I wanted to do it nice and clear so you can see how you can't even see through there. And like I said, I had placed a few stones just to show you. And like I said, I wanted to show you they not coming up. That glue, do you understand? It's not where you go, oh, it's now pliable, or the consistency has changed where that EO just come up. I wanted to show you those stones are not going to pop off or anything. I also showed you how I took mica powder and mixed in my E6000. And I want to show you how it looks on that shoe versus to if you just do regular paint. Are y'all looking at this gorgeousness? Now, you can even do this. Say you don't even want to bling it. Say you just want to do a mica powder and glue mix just to make the surface of whatever you're doing look completely different and rock it like that. That's not a problem. Do y'all see that beautiful pearl color? That is gorgeous. And like I said, that would be how it looks if you just do regular paint. This is how it would look if you just mix some mica and some E. And I've already placed some stones because I want you to see how that looks when you look even through the surface, you know, through the crack, excuse me, of the stones of how that looks. So, yes, y'all know I love doing follow-ups. And I'm also going to do some stone placements really quick, you know, because I told y'all I was serious. I'm going to be posting on this every day for the whole month of June. I usually have my little, I told you I got the other one, but I broke the tip trying to do something else with it. Just stick to it. This is the same thing as if you're using a toothpick. I just like to have it where it's a wider range of thinning it out. So you see how I'm able to do a whole 3 rows. Excuse me. With that E. In case you needed to see that. And then, and like I said, y'all know I'm lazy. I use anything to put my stones in. I literally, this is the lid to a container. And yeah, I just threw some stones in there. And just like, there we go. I know it sounds crazy, but the majority of when I first started customizing the first few years, y'all will never know I bought so many different bling trays, so many storage containers, and then eventually just to end up where, like I said, the stuff behind me are in these little bags, the bags that I got from Dollar Tree that stand up, not Dollar Tree, excuse me, Amazon that stands up. But my backup bling, I have them shaken, and my bling downstairs are actually in Dollar Tree containers. So yeah, it like pick where you, how you want your stuff stored. Like, you know how sometimes we'll get containers not because it'll benefit us, but just how they look nice and cute. But some of them, like those trays, I call them the fish tackle looking ones, where you open the lid and they have all these different sections, right? But you can't take those sections out, but you'll see people have them filled with bling. That looks cute until you try to take just some bling out, and then they all start mixing up because they're all like locked in. Then the party not, it's not fun. And then you want to be uninvited to that party. That's my whole, because yeah, no. Now, the ones that they have where you're able to take each individual, like, section out, oh, I like that. But see it when it's all just locked in on one? No. I don't wish that on my worst enemy, because I know that that party is just not fun. And see how I'm able to place those? Let me do some more. And I just make sure it's nice and close, but not on the stones. I never wipe bling on the stones. I forgot to turn the ringer off on the phone. Sorry that you keep hearing a little annoying announcement alerts. I am so still mind blown about how this weather. I know I find it funny because when I was younger, all older people would talk about is the weather. But if I'm honest, the weather was always the same. So they just was talk about the same weather. Now, this insanity we've been having out here, this is some weather to talk about. Because like I said, you having summertime fun in the winter? When has that ever happened before? You go never. Now let's talk about the weather. Like right now, I have 4 windows in my room. I have them all open. They've been open all day. The curtains are not moving. You know how they'll be like, oh, what, the wind, the cold wind. No cold wind. And then my girl Jo, she freezing in Southern Cali. I'm like, girl, this is crazy. And I'm pretty sure everybody in Southern Cali already like, you think you tripping. Like, my aunt keep telling me about how much it's been raining out there. I'm like, what? I lived out there all those years. No rain. Now it's almost like that doggone, what was that favorite? That song, Here Comes the Rain Again. I'm like, Oh, is it a little trim around the bottom? Because I like it to be even. Go. Come on, clear. Let's get a clear view. Come on. There we go. You know how your phone will be like, yeah, I feel like doing it right today. But then it'll be like, yeah, but then something changes. And it'll be like, no, let's just frustrate her. Frustrate her. I love how this pearl looks. I swear, if I hadn't already decided to bling out the heels of this, please no, I would have just had this pearl. Remember what we said we was going to call it? MG mix. Even though I love calling my GG mix, because that's the quickest way you could say glitter in glue. Not, you know, I try to explain to people it's not glitter and glue, it's glitter in the glue. GG Mix. Look, knowing them, they'll come out with a perfume. Remember those weird commercials back in the day when they would almost whisper the name of the perfume? I miss that. My mom's favorite perfume is still Elizabeth Taylor's White Diamonds. And you remember that commercial she was in? Shoot, I thought that was part 1 of a movie. Remember the 2 guys? She walked up to the table and the guys were gambling and one was losing. And then she took the earring off and gave it to him and was like, here. And then look. Then they started breaking out in a fight and then she grabs her chest like, oh. And then backs up and it's like Elizabeth Taylor's White Diamond. I'm like, girl. She was one of those women. I thought she was beautiful, even, you know, that for some reason, you know how the world is now, where if you have to stay looking young, if not, oh God. I think people look beautiful as they age. I was a serious Betty White fan, still am, and I was heartfelt, just devastated to find out she passed away. And I just thought she was beautiful from when you first see her, when they do the tribute and you see the show she was in, even in black and white time, still beautiful. And even, you know, now, just beautiful. And I like, funny, people keep only bringing up, like, when she was on the Golden Girls. And don't get me wrong, she was good on there. But she was good on so many other shows, like Mama's Family. I loved her on the Mary Tyler, and yes, my age catching up. Yes, I loved her on Mary Tyler Moore show. Like, I watched her, and big fan. Gorgeous woman. Any age, she was beautiful. I just think it's weird when people like, oh, as long as you look young, you're beautiful. But as soon as they see a gray hair, they start losing their minds. Like, okay, we can't age people. Okay. Look how beautiful that is. I love that. And so, yes, I just wanted to do that right quick. And hope you all have a nice day. Okay. Bye, all.